prioritize job requirements. So here's what we've done. We've looked at what does greatness mean to you? What are the dimensions of greatness? Then we've looked at who are you as a leader? Do you have any of those qualities of greatness? If not, start building them. The third part is what I call prioritize job requirements. So if you're trying to build a team, imagine you're a project manager and you've been hired as a project manager for an organization and you have to build that project team. You have to prioritize your job requirements. Every good quality is good to have in any team member. So if I just take some random good qualities, like for example, somebody who's polite, I think, is that good to have as a team member? Of course. Somebody who communicates well, is that good to have? Of course. What about somebody who is good at planning and organizing? Is that good to have? Of course. Now you can pick every good quality on the planet, and it would be brilliant to have that in a team member while you're building teams. But before you start your hiring process, it's important that you decide what are my top qualities. Remember, you would rarely have the opportunity to work with somebody for a day or even a few hours or a week or a month and then say, I'm going to hire this person. That's quite unlikely. Though it is possible that you worked with somebody in the past and you want to get them in because you know their qualities. There are very few companies doing this where part of the hiring process is you come into their organization and spend a day there. And they're going to give you exactly the kind of work that you would be exposed to once you're hired. And this is a good way for you to select a person based on how they're actually performing. But that's the exception rather than the rule. But I hope that gives you a sense of what more you can do to hire, the right person. But the starting point of any of this, whether you're conducting an interview, whether you're doing an assessment, giving them a questionnaire, having a group discussion, or even doing a simulation like a whole one-day work in the office affair, it's important for you to know what you're looking for. And this is what I suggest for the members of your team. If you're planning to build, just for the sake of simplicity, a 10-member team, it's important that you look at what are those top qualities, and maybe you can list down 10 qualities that you might want in a person. And by the way, a lot of these qualities could be some things which are very simple. Like I remember talking to a sales manager, and he was trying to build a sales team. And he said, it's important for every member of my team to have a bike or a car, because transport within the city is important. He has to get from, or she has to get from one place to another comfortably, quickly. So first, of course, you might want to write down those top 5 qualities of greatness that you've identified. These could be the top 5. I want you to also write down another 5. What are 5 qualities that you would look for in somebody who you want to hire for your team? And like I said, every positive quality is brilliant. But what qualities are you looking for? Which of those positive qualities? A good exercise to do is this. Take out a sheet of paper or maybe an empty notepad file or a Word document and type out as many qualities as you can think of that you would want in a team that you build, in each member of a team that you build. So if I just randomly throw out some, it could be good communication skills, good interpersonal skills, planning and organizing skills, working with each other comfortably, being able to take good planning and organizing skills, working with each other comfortably, being able to take initiative without being pushed, self-motivation, being able to learn things quickly and being able to put that learning into action, the ability to set goals and meet goals on their own, the ability to build rapport with strangers. So like this, there could be all sorts of qualities. So pause this video at this point and write down at least 30 qualities that you would want in a person who you hire for your team. Brilliant. So if you've done that, what you should have now are a list of 30 qualities, apart from your 5 dimensions of greatness, another 30 qualities that you would want in any member who joins your team. Now write these qualities down Out of these, I want you to pick, this is a good thing to do. Maybe you can knock out 10 of them saying that, these are not the most important. Also pick 10 of them saying these are the most important. So perhaps by the process of elimination, knock out the bottom 10 and then you'll be left with about 20. Out of these, shortlist 10 of the most important qualities for you and write these qualities down. If you want, you can pause this video as you do that. Great. So what you've done is thought about your team members. I want to just remind you, keep domain expertise out of this, because as I told you in the last module, hire keeping behavior in mind. So you have 5 qualities of greatness, and then you have 10 other qualities that the person should have. Out of these, I want you to do a ranking. What would you think is the most important? Suppose out of all the qualities that I just mentioned a few minutes ago, I say the most important is communication, the second most important is interpersonal skills, the third most important is setting and achieving goals on their own. Like this, I want you to rate them. Rate your qualities. So do you see this learning module is very customized to your own situation and your own requirement. So if you've done this particular session correctly, what you should have is, let's say, if you've done, the story so far, or a journey into building and leading great teams so far correctly, you would have a definition of greatness, 5 qualities or dimensions of greatness. You would also have, apart from that, 10 qualities that you would look for in somebody in your team as you're building that team, and a ranking of the top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So when you hire, what you're going to look for in any person are not just random qualities. It's not a conversation where I'm just saying, hey, is this a person a nice person or not? No, I'm going to check, does this person have at least 3 of those qualities of greatness? You can't expect every person you hire to have all those 5 qualities. Does this person have at least 3 of them? And at least 5 of those 10 qualities which you expect a good team member to have. If you're able to do that as you hire for behavior, you would be well on your journey to building a great team.